Does the situation with regard to the Speaker's chair being empty, does that potentially slow down any U.S. response here?
Unfortunately, there is a potential for that. Patrick McHenry, who currently serves as Speaker pro tem, it's not clear whether or not he is allowed to be involved in these intelligence briefings that are critical to determining what necessary steps may need to be taken by the U.S. government moving forward. And obviously, any additional aid to Israel would need to be approved by Congress. So it's critically important, obviously, that we get a speaker in place. This never should have happened. This is an example of why you don't move to remove a speaker in the middle of a term without cause. And the chaos that ensues. And anytime there is chaos or questions about stability in the U.S. government, it has tremendous impact around the world. And so this is something that needs to be adjudicated very, very quickly when we get back to Washington on Monday.
So what would you like to see the U.S. posture be? I mean, the United States obviously has always supported Israel. Are you satisfied with the words that the president had to speak earlier today?
Look, I've had serious concerns about this administration's posture with Israel, both in terms of how they have handled enforcement of the Taylor Force Act, which prevented funds going to the PLA and the Palestinian government because of the pay to slay program that they had in place. In addition, I think they have failed to really expand upon the Abraham Accords. I believe very strongly getting Saudi Arabia to the table is critically important. Recent reports about what the administration was doing with respect to an Israeli Saudi Arabia normalization agreement focused on Israel acquiescing to the Palestinian Authority in many respects. And I think what you see here, obviously, with Hamas, which is funded and backed by Iran, the largest state sponsor of terror in the world, very, very troubling. And that's why just last week I raised serious concerns when we had a hearing on the Taylor Force Act about the administration's plan to give $6 billion in funds, sanctioned Iranian funds, back to the Iranian government. It's very clear that they want to wipe Israel off the face of the earth. They have said it repeatedly. And I think anytime we are giving sanctioned money back to Iran, number one, it defeats the purpose of the sanctions. And number two, it frees up Iran to shift funds to Hamas. Money is fungible. And so by giving them more funds to help with, quote unquote, humanitarian efforts, when they've shown no willingness to be a good actor on the world stage, I think obviously is very troubling. So there is a lot of concerns I have right now. I think the administration needs to work with Congress to make sure that Israel has all the resources that it needs. The Yom Kippur War 50 years ago, Nixon moved to get Israel all of the weaponry it needed to defend itself. I think we need to take that action and need to take it immediately.
I got to ask you very quickly. The White House says that those $6 billion have not actually made it to Iran yet. Your response?
That may be, but when you are releasing sanctioned money, number one, it defeats the purpose of the sanction. Number two, it allows the Iranian government to use other funds and shift them. Money is fungible, and this is the challenge. And I opposed giving $6 billion to Iran for a reason. They are the biggest state sponsor of terror. So the administration can say right now, oh, that money hasn't yet received. But the mere action of allowing those funds to be moved through Qatar to Iran is a problem. And the administration never should have done that.
New York Republican Congressman Mike Lawler, a member of the House Foreign Affairs Committee. We appreciate your time tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.